about this. This is the LeTV or LeEco L1 Pro, which I got from GearBest. I think it was about 160 something odd dollars. I've been using it for a couple of weeks, and I mean, it's quite an interesting phone. But the other day, what happened? I'm not sure you'll be able to see here. Cracked it. Fell out of my pocket, landed on the floor. I have a big crack here. It's very, very annoying. The depressing thing is, I think the glass here on the phone is definitely not Gorilla Glass. It may be, I don't even think it's this other dragon tail glass that they use. It might just be ordinary glass, which is a bit of a shame, because now I'm going to have to find a replacement and get somebody to fit it. On eBay I found one for about $16, so it's not really a lot of money, but the problem is trying to get somebody to fix it. So when this happened, I just double checked online, and it turns out that a number of people have been complaining that the glass has been broken, and very easily. So just something to be aware of if you're thinking about buying it. What we've got here is a 5.5 inch screen, 2K. Now the screen is excellent, okay, say that, get that out of the way straight away. Should you buy it? Well, there are a few caveats which I will go over. Has a Qualcomm 810 Snapdragon processor, 4 GB of RAM, and internal memory 64 GB, non-expandable, dual SIM, which is handy. Don't know what this is here. Some gunk. 13 megapixel camera. The camera's okay, it's nothing special. 5 meg front facing camera, again, it's fine, nothing special. You have, if you can see it here, not very good. Obviously headphone jack, and you have an IR blaster, so you can in theory use this phone to control all your remote control devices. So it has Android 5.1 something, but it has LeTV or LeEco skin, which is relatively unobtrusive, but be aware that it does have things like LeTV channels here, which you cannot do anything about, and you can't see any. Also has this button here in the middle, which is live TV, which if you press it, don't know what happens, but nothing much, because I'm not in China, I'm in Saudi Arabia. The phone itself, everyday functionality, it's perfect, it's great, okay, you know, to me it looks too much like HTC. You know, I'm a big fan of the look of a phone. I don't even mind if it's a cheap phone, but if it looks nice, that's my thing. I like the look of it. This one's nice, don't get me wrong, but it's looks too much like HTC One, HTC M8, M7, something like that. It's a bit heavy, but you know, feels quite good in your hand. I mean, it's all metal, non-replaceable battery, so you know, it's fine, don't get me wrong. Now, highlights of this phone, definitely the screen, which I told you about. The screen is 2K, and it's very, very nice. It's great for watching movies. I do a lot of editing of stupid corny videos for my kid, and I do a lot on here. The phone with the processor and that 4 GB of RAM is makes everything go pretty snappily. It does get a bit hot, but not too bad at the back. I don't play games, so I'm assuming it plays games fine, probably gets a wee bit hot. The other highlight for this phone is that the music have its own dedicated DAC, or digital to audio converter, and it works fine, and the sound through my headphones, and I use these. These are brand RHA. If you're looking for really good headphones at a cheap price, check out this brand, RHA. They're Scottish, and they have budget headphones. Actually, these are over-ear headphones. They're a budget headphone. These sound better than Beats any day. So check out their line of cheap to quite expensive headphones. These are great. So the sound is excellent. Don't get me wrong. I use power amp, and I have it set for preset at rock, and the sound coming through there, brilliant. So you're not go wrong with this. 64 GB of memory, that gets filled up easily, so what can I say? It's a shame it didn't have an expandable memory, but you still get a few thousand songs on there. Going back to the camera, the video is okay. It's not great, but it's okay. You know, and I do a lot of video stuff with my kid, and I found cheaper phones that have a better video. Now, what's the worst thing about this phone? Okay, well, unfortunately, this is the US version, and it comes pre-installed with an unremovable malware. And what this does after a while is that it starts to install programs in the background, games, stupid things, apps. It becomes incredibly annoying, and there's nothing you can do about it. If you see this Google app here, it keeps coming. For some strange reason, I'll remove it, and then a few hours later it will be back again. Now, I reformatted it once it was really bad. I did some research, and the only way that you could possibly remove it is by rooting it, and then I put a custom ROM on that. I tried to root it. I couldn't, and I'm not an expert, but I have rooted some phones before. This I could not do. I don't know why. I tried here, if you can see, probably not, is Kingo root and King root, which is one-click rooting, no chance. And I tried with my laptop, nothing. So it was almost impossible. I'm sure people have done it. I have read people have done it. I just couldn't. And to be honest with you, I'm too lazy to try again. But I might try, who knows. I will see. I need to get this glass fixed. So, with regards to the malware, I don't know if you can see here, it seems to be attached to, oh, can you see it? Can you see it? Oh, this app here, it's called Ant Keyboard. Now, this app cannot be removed. If I can try and show you. See, nothing, zero. Cannot be removed. It can only be moved. You can go into settings, try and remove it. No luck. You can try and delete it from within when you connect to PC and go into your into the memory, trying to remove it. No luck. It cannot be removed. And from what I have read, if you want to try and remove it, the best thing without using a custom ROM is you still need to root it. Then if you can root it then if you can download Stubborn Trojan Killer after root, then run this and you may be lucky and get rid of it. Somebody said that on the internet, obviously somebody said that it could lead to some instability. I can't tell you anything because I haven't done it. So what I did, and I'm not sure if this has had any effect, any bearing, has it made things better, made things worse, I don't know. But here's what I did. I connected it to my laptop. I went into the settings, I went into the internal memory, I should say. Then I went to find this folder with Ant Keyboard. Okay, so you can't delete the folder. You can delete it, but then if you reconnect your PC again and look back inside the internal memory, you see that Ant Keyboard folder is still there. So anyway, what I did was I went and I just went inside the Ant folder and I deleted some stuff inside it. Okay. Also, what I then did was I downloaded Kaspersky's free antivirus, which is Internet Security, is this one here. This detects something, but it can't remove it. As all programs, I tried malware bytes. Program didn't work. It detected it but can't remove anything, so they don't remove it, they will detect it. But what I notice now is that I have had a message saying occasionally that do you want to install apps from something running in the background? So this came from the antivirus app, and to which I said no, and I'm not sure if that is keeping the program from installing any apps. I don't know. The only thing I've seen was the Chrome icon, but before there was like bubble games and various crap, adverts, everything. It was very, very annoying. So I'm not sure. The antivirus with I'd clicked on don't install anything in the background. As I say, I deleted something within the folder when I connected to the PC. So I'm not sure. You can try it. It's worth a try. And at the moment, I've been running it now for about 2 weeks and I haven't seen anything. The malware undoubtedly is still there, but no crappy programs at the moment. Anyway, one thing I forgot to mention was USB-C. If you can see that. Oh, is that it? Yeah. USB-C, this is far superior than this micro USB. I much prefer it, and I had it on my last phone, which is LPhone P9000. By the way, if you're looking for a top phone, I had to sell mine. Is get yourself the LPhone P9000. It's about $200, maybe just over $200. Don't get the light version, get the full version. Great phone, has everything. Screen is brilliant. It's a full HD screen, but to be honest with you, I think it looks better than this screen. Although this screen is pretty good and it's 2K, the full HD screen on the Elephone P9000 is brilliant. Elephone has fingerprint scanner, has my favourite, which is wireless charging. It's just a cool phone, and it's probably one of the best sub $250, $300 phones there are. So that'd be my top pick at the moment, Elephone P9000. Now, should you buy this phone, the LeTV or LeEco Le1 Pro, look, it's a good phone. Don't get me wrong. It's a good phone, high spec. I'm disappointed about the glass, as I said earlier. The glass doesn't seem to be very strong, so I would recommend having a good cover. Plus I would get one of these glass screen protectors to go over it. Then you're fine, I would imagine. This malware is a pain in the butt. No expandable memory is a bit annoying, but 64 GB is pretty good, so I think it would really do most people. The phone is nice looking, don't get me wrong, although I said it was looks a bit like a HTC. It is nice looking, but it's just, for me, the aesthetics of it, it's just nice. It's nothing special. The performance of it is good. I did Antutu benchmark and it was about over 86,000. So I mean that's pretty decent for a $160 phone. And really most people will use it daily, will think it's brilliant. I think the camera could be better, but perhaps maybe I'm not using the best app. And people who were a bit more adventurous could go in and look for a decent camera app and you know, probably get better results. The IR blaster, I haven't used it, but I think it's a good thing. The external speakers, they're okay, nothing to write home about. As I said before, the screen is good. 2K screen, you can calibrate it a bit, you can play with the settings. The launcher is pretty crap, but it's fine for daily use. I suppose you can download your own launcher and your preference, although I heard people had trouble with using some launchers, but I didn't, to be honest with you. I'm too lazy to try it. As I say, I'm waiting to get the screen, a replacement digitizer glass. I'm going to replace it and I'm going to sell it because it's just not for me. My final thoughts, yeah, it's okay, it's a good phone. Slightly disappointed with some aspects of it, really disappointed that LeTV put this malware on it. It's just stupid. I really don't understand that business model of installing malware and adverts on phones that you're selling to Europe and America. I mean, it doesn't really make any sense. You know, they've got really good phones, the Le Pro 2 Max, and I think they have Le Pro 2, similar size to this, 5.5. These are great phones. I mean, they're fast, everything. But why infect it? And why annoy your customers? So, to be honest with you, I think they shot themselves in the foot with this. And what can I say? Their loss, to be honest with you, because I wouldn't buy another LeTV, or LeTV as they're now called. I wouldn't buy another one of their phones. But don't let that put you off. If you're adventurous type, you could install custom ROM. There are a number of them around on XDA developers. Just Google, you will find, if you can get it rooted. Yeah, that's it. So anybody has any questions, they can you know, send me a message. I promise I will do my best to answer it quickly. Keep an eye out. I've got some other phones coming. I'm going to do some reviews. Okay? Alright then. So that's it. LeTV, LeTV, Le1 Pro. Buy it, don't buy it. I think it's a good phone, but not for me. Okay. Cheers.